Hello, everyone. My name is DR.BRENZA, and this is my mom, Dr. BRENZA.
Hello.
And we're here today to
Start the Brenza Beauty Podcast. So we're going to hit on some really big topics that we feel are important and that are part of today's society. In 2025, what do women worry about? Well, let's just face it. Whether we like it or not, they worry about how they look. And we're not coming from a superficial place. We can discuss that later, but it's so much stress. You worry about how you look. And it's because you're female. It's because it's a society pressure. It's because of social media. So we want to hit on these topics, and we want to talk about them, make people feel better about them, talk about things we can fix, and how we can get over these, I don't know what to call them, influences or things that just make us feel pressured.
Yeah. And obviously in today's society, like you said, there's so much pressure on how you look, how you're seen online,
How you photograph.
how you photograph. That is the biggest
Is the
one.
photograph good enough?
Is it
Did you
real?
get enough likes?
Is it Photoshop?
Is it, what comment? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so
ridiculous.
stupid. It's so stupid. So we wanted to talk about not just social media, but everything. And she is a doctor. Like I said, she owns her own
I
medical
own a med
practice.
spa, ageless skin and laser center. So what I do all day is make people beautiful.
And I know a lot of people that obviously want to hear a lot about you and your profession and what you do for a living and how
So
you...
let's open up some talks. Let's open up
Yeah,
some
so we want
questions.
everyone to comment, and we'll open up our Instagram DMs.
We're going to have people that we interview. We just want to talk about the subject and kind of get to the bottom of why, as women, we're so insecure.
And why do we constantly put pressure on ourselves to look a specific way?
I think we all can agree, and we all can say, like, everybody goes by what they look like on their phones and in the pictures of their phones, and it's so much stress on females. Let's talk about it. Let's blow it up. Let's get it out. Let's fix it. Like, it's just such an awful feeling that we have to be beautiful on our phones.
It's so true. I mean, that's a big struggle from my age and people in...
All the way up.
All the way up.
All the way
That's
up
a
to
major
my age. So what we can say is that, it's even a problem in relationships.
Yeah.
It's happened to both of us.
Yeah.
Mom's divorced.
Yeah.
Of course,
Single.
this young lady is single. But I even feel pressure, like, am I being posted? Am I not being posted? Am I in a picture? Do I look pretty in the picture?
But then that makes you think,
It's
if you're
an
not
awful
getting
feeling.
posted or anything, that you're not pretty enough to be posted, which is not the case.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think social media is really just the downfall of a lot. Like, it really just kills people's self-esteem so bad. Like, especially with... Everyone has to look, their waist has to be this thin, and their face has to look like you have so many syringes of filler in it. And it's just what society's standard of pretty is, but that's not reality.
That's not reality.
And it makes you feel insecure.
And what's interesting is we don't promote that at my med spa at all. We don't promote overfilled faces or lips, or I don't even want the girls to get filler quite yet. They like to play around with things here and there for maybe a special occasion. But I don't encourage that quite yet. We'll talk about aging and preventive in another section.
episode.
But let's just talk about being real. Like, I think women of all different walks and sizes, and I mean, why? Why are we picking ourselves apart for this standard? Like, everyone has beauty. Everybody has something beautiful that they need to show. And it's important that you love yourself and you show that. And, we got to get past it. And I think hopefully you guys will join in and ask us questions.
Yeah.
And let's tackle these subjects of being a female. Being a female in 2025, whether you're a mother or a daughter, or let's talk about things about, how to get that better picture if you got to get it. Let's talk about things we can do to prevent aging. Let's talk
Yeah.
about how to have more confidence from two different generations. I think this is a great way to start conversation, and people can talk and tell us how they feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I can share. Do you ever feel insecure? Your pictures are gorgeous, but do you feel insecure?
Yeah, I feel like everyone does to a degree. I mean, and a lot of people probably wouldn't notice the things I notice when I post pictures, but I notice them. Same thing goes for you and everyone.
Oh, I'm terrible.
I'm
Yeah,
terrible. I
have to
pick myself apart. If I don't like how my hand looks, or if I don't like how my foot looks in a picture, or I think my leg's weird, I won't post it.
Yeah, she's a little more ridiculous. I definitely have to take at least, I don't know.
Oh God,
how
200
many
pictures.
to pick the one that I like. It's not in one shot. A lot of times I can't even feel comfortable posing because I get ripped apart by my own children. I don't know if any other women my age, I post, they go, "Why are you doing that face?" Why? And then I feel even worse than society's standard. My own family's like, why? I don't know what I'm doing. I just am standing there, and I don't know the way these young girls have to pose or look. I don't understand that, so I just stand there. I think that's an issue today too. So it's just like I can't even be in a family photo because I'm told I made the wrong face. So that
true.
is true.
Well, because I feel like people
'Cause
in your
there is a
generation,
standard.
they have like this, like it just, I don't know.
We don't know. Let's learn. Let's learn. Let my generation know how to pose in the picture so that we even look, more acceptable to the norm of an Instagram picture.
But I feel like the whole Instagram model generation of girls, I give so much respect to it because those girls are absolutely stunning. But it does, for someone that's young, put such a standard on everyone's mind. It does. I
I
mean,
think that the beautiful girls that can take beautiful pictures, that's very noble. But it's just a shame because there's so many other beautiful girls that just don't know how to take a good picture, and they're
true.
just as pretty.
and like she's stunning. My mother is stunning. And she does not know how pretty she is. She doesn't. And
Well, I don't know that
She
because
just-
I don't like my pictures.
she hates her
ever,
pictures, and then that's what
ever,
she-
ever.
but-
I'm probably going to cringe when I replay this video and see the facial expressions that I make. But I struggle with seeing myself on camera. Struggle where I could get emotional and go, in that closet over there and cry. So that's crazy that we do that to ourselves as a female. Like, I'm so smart. I'm fun. I'm kind, I'm giving, but I worry about how I look on a picture that it could break me down to cry. So that's why. Why are we doing that to ourselves
know.
as females?
it's
Why?
really, really sad if you really think about it. I mean, it makes you think like, oh, that this is really, really what you look like. But like in reality, no one really sees themselves how other people do. And not that that matters. It's just really what you think and how you feel about yourself and having
Do
the
you
confidence to
think
believe
that
it.
because the phone flips your image, that mentally that's why you don't like the picture? Because I know that when you take the picture, if you take that selfie, it inverts your face. And that's weird. So you think that's mentally why we
But
don't
I
like it?
think-
Because as a kid growing up,
yeah.
Polaroids, the regular picture, we used to have to wait a week to get our pictures. Like, that was great because at the moment, I didn't know I looked bad. So if I was at a family party and, hey, my mom took my picture, I had to wait a week later till they were developed, and then if I didn't like it, it wasn't so big of a deal. Like, it's in the moment. I look at the picture, I'm like, oh my God, that's what I look like right now. Like,
It kills your confidence.
It
definitely
does.
kills your
It
confidence.
does.
Or like if you
It
feel like
does.
you make a weird face, or you feel like you look
and I make
bloated.
weird faces all the time. I do. I don't like the faces that I make. I know that. It's very crazy.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
She does say that all the time.
So again, we're excited to just get together and have
Yeah.
these chats.
We really want to talk about it.
We're going to call them the Brenza Beauty Chats because
love
we're
that.
Brenzas and we're beauties. We're going to say we're beauties. We're beauties.
We are.
And we're going to start having these chats. We're going to bring males in.
Yeah, we wanna
gonna
bring everyone
We're
in.
going to have young men. We're going to have older men. We're going to encourage questions. One day we'll even have our little dogs. But I just think it'll be good to just start talking about this subject and just seeing how everyone feels and just making this more of an awareness because social media really does affect everyone's lives. It's a big piece of our lives. I mean, it's just so it's so sad that we just have to worry about what image we have on there,
Yeah.
to the point that some people portray something and then you find out, like you talk, like say my friend that I haven't seen, and I talk to, oh my God, looks like you guys are doing good. No, I'm really getting a divorce, but on the pictures they look great, right?
Yeah.
So it's become an odd way that society is
Yeah.
handling themselves.
So we're definitely really excited, like she said, to come on here to talk about all this stuff, especially someone that's in her profession and industry of seeing people, seeing all different types of women that get all different types of procedures. It's really good to have your insight as well as someone who just sees the results, because you really, you do it every day. And I'm the one that sees online.
And it
what
might be
everyone
fun to
gets.
talk about some things that if something really does bother you in an image or when you look in the mirror, some of these things can be fixed though, which is
Yeah.
fun too. So we can start talking about things that we look at and we see that you're like, oh, and how do we fix those?
Yeah.
How do we fix those at my age? How do they prevent them at her age?
Which is
So
really cool.
yeah. So I think it's going to be fun.
We definitely want to have people call in. We want to have people write in questions. So we definitely want whatever questions you guys have about any of that to be written. You guys can email them to us. You guys can write them on our Instagrams. And we will definitely get around to answering all of them and finding out what you guys really want to hear from this. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, yeah,
So here we start.
here we start.
All right, first podcast, birdcast?
Right.
Birdcast?
Stop.
Little
Anyway,
slip up. First
all right.
podcast down. See you next week.